Coach, I know it's an exciting time of year. Just, every head coach always looks forward to signing day and bringing in future student athletes that can help build their programs. Just talk about, your excitement level and the six young men that are going to be joining your program.
We're very, very excited about, the six that we signed. Jack Graham, Todd Kibby, Jay Kucek, Matt Kurelja, Josh North, and Weston Weiss. What we feel is a very, very good work ethic class. I mean, they're just good, solid, smart baseball players, and I think we got that much better as a program with having those smart baseball players.
And then just maybe, real quick, just maybe talk about what some of their individual strengths are.
Sure. With Jack Graham being from Seneca Valley, Western PA, very good hands defensively. Gets the ball out quick on a double play, but he swings it with power, average. But a very smart player. Once again, a very smart, intelligent baseball player with tremendous work ethic. Really excited to have him. I think he'll contribute, and I think all these guys are going to contribute right away. Todd Kibby, left-handed pitcher from Springfield, local pitcher, went via route of St. Petersburg College in Florida, but we're excited to have Todd. I think he'll bring tremendous experience. He's a power arm, left-handed pitcher, but he'll bring a lot of experience. I think with him, he has a knack to getting guys out. He's he has. I've never seen him not go 6-7 innings. Seeing him, he's a pitcher that controls the running game, but then also he just does a great job. I mean, he's a can dominate a game, if you want to say it like that. Jay Kucek, another local prospect from he's a catcher, closer type, tremendous pop time behind the dish. His pop time definitely controls the running game, picking off players at first, third, whatever, second, but certainly controls the running game. Smart with the pitching staff. He'll bring a good experience behind the plate for us. But also, one of the biggest things with Jake is what he can do also on the mound. And I think he could definitely come in and close down some games, with his velocity and being, a smart catcher, knows how to get hitters out as well. Matt Kurelja from Mifflinburg, PA, first baseman, power hitter, tremendous hands, just very strong first baseman. Really look for him to, be a good 1-2 punch over there with Jeremy Banks, whether he's playing first or DHing. Very good power, smart hitter. Just a very good sign, on our end for getting Matt. Josh North, very highly talented right-handed pitcher from Barberton, Ohio. He's a Tim Lincecum type of pitcher, which we're excited to have. Tall, lanky, lean, good mechanics, good work ethic. He's going to get a lot of appearances next year, we feel, and also a very good student as well. Weston Weiss, infielder from Reynoldsburg, actually gave us a verbal as a sophomore. Wanted to be a Penguin that early on, saw what we were about. We're excited to have Weston. He's more of a Tulowitzki type of player from the Rockies. The way he plays, the pop in his bat, just enjoys playing. You can see it in his face, the fun he has out there. He's going to be another, one to add as a very smart player. And I say that a lot, and I really mean that. I think that goes a lot with being a smart player rather than having a lot of tools, and being a smart player, you understand the game, you're around the game a lot. And these guys in particular, we feel very strongly about, the people that were around them, teaching them. They all come from good coaches, good parenting, and we're excited to have the six.
With Kibby and Kucek both being local guys, they graduated high school in 2009 and then kind of, went off to junior colleges and things like that. Can you just maybe talk about your relationship with them while they were in high school, and maybe did that help you bring them back home?
I think so. We definitely, we were recruiting them out of high school. They just went a different route, and we're excited to have them back. They saw that, they want to come back. They see what's going on after a couple years of being away. They want to see, their parents in the stands, and I know talking with them, it's good that their parents are having a chance to see them play quite a bit in Division I college baseball, and I think that's important.
And then with Graham and North, they're also within an hour over in Seneca Valley, and then and Barberton. Do you maybe try to target like a certain radius within campus that you try to get the bulk of your guys from, or is it just kind of coincidence that 4 of the 6 that you signed for next year are all within an hour?
No, I think, there is a plan. It's not so much the number of players, but there is a plan each year that we always start out at home. And we always want to start in the Youngstown area and get that better player for that particular position. There's certain times where, I would say now with these signings, the next couple of years, infielders, we're not really looking to players that are infielders. We're looking for, say, a different position. But if we're looking for a certain area, we're going to target Youngstown, and then we're going to branch out from there. And that's always been the case, the plan. But I just feel that that's very important because there is good baseball close to here in Youngstown and the surrounding areas.
Now that you're in your 4th year, do you kind of have a better gauge on what type of players can compete within the league and all the other teams on the schedule? But then on the flip side of that too, what types of players are maybe attracted to Youngstown State?
Well, I think I am getting a better feel, of who we're up against, who's at the top, what are their positives. You're always going to have, good pitching and hitting from Wright State. You're going to get power hitting from, Milwaukee. And just that grittiness, that gutsy play, you're getting from those teams. UIC is always going to be very good defensively. You can't make mistakes. You got to make things happen and have good pitching. It's going to be a tight game when you're playing those types of teams. So we do have a better feel on what we need to get. I feel that players are starting to see, though, with Youngstown, the type of baseball we play. The blue collar, get after a type of, gutsy. We have to, be aggressive on the base pads. We have to, hit and run. We have to do the right thing, the good baseball, moving the baseball, hitting behind the runner, that kind of thing, and good defense. But then also the players are starting to see the facilities go up. We play at Eastwood Field, the Watts Center, our tremendous, weight room in Stambaugh Stadium. Players are starting to see that. They want to be a part of that. And so I think that's starting to evolve a little bit. And they're starting to see the players that we are signing and that are here right now. And that's a big plus in itself.
Just with your current student athletes here on campus, it's finals week. Just talk about, the off season, how it's been and how important, things like finals week and academics are.
Sure. We give them time, to do, they're on their own. NCAA tells us we're not permitted to work with and instruct our players a week prior to finals and a week of finals. But our guys are in there, hitting on their own and doing some flat ground work. Pitchers are, on their own these final couple weeks here. But we give them every opportunity. They're in the academic center. If they're missing so-called study table hours in that one area, they're with study groups, or they're catching up with professors and getting final tutoring, with them. But, all in all, we met with each guy last week for about 5 minutes just to kind of see how things are going, what's their plan for this week, and all seem to have a good plan. Really look for a good team GPA once again, and I think our guys are going to do very well.
What do you tell the guys to concentrate on over break? Is it more just, kind of regroup a little bit and make sure you stay in shape, or is there more of a concrete plan, like, okay, this is your workout on this week, this is your workout this week? What's that like?
Well, just to touch on pitching briefly, Coach Lipari did a tremendous job with the time that they leave, starting this Monday on the 12th. They will have each day mapped out. Pitchers will have each day mapped out, so that takes away any type of thing of wake up, maybe I'll get a long toss in. Well, no, everything is mapped out, whether it's your conditioning, your throwing program for that day. It's mapped out all the way until they get back on January 17th, which is a long break. So we took all of their own thought process of what they should do out of the equation by giving them a tremendous program, lifting and throwing on the pitcher's end. On the hitter's end, we want them, they all have a place to go hit. I feel with the teaching that we've given them this fall, they understand the types of workouts and how you work out. They all have a plan when they go to a cage. They all have a place to go back home to work out, whether some indoor facilities or their old high school's cages. They all have a place to go work out. They have a plan in place from what we've taught them of what they need to continue doing. Whether it's, starting out on a tee, working out middle in, going to the front toss, and then getting some BP, and the types of rounds of BP that we expect for them to stay in shape.